guys, I can't hope to match last week's giveaway when we gave away the Kronos. So that's now posted on the website. You want to see who the winner is, go there. I can't match it, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try this week to come up with something pretty nice, particularly for beginner pickers. This is the time of year, summer, school is out. This is the best time in the world for us to attract new beginner pickers to lock sport. So there's been a lot of questions, I'd say more than 20 in the last week, asking if this is a good kit. This is the MPXS-08. Obviously, you get 8 different items. The M, by the way, means metal handles, and these do have metal handles. Not a lot to it. Sells for about 29 bucks, 30 bucks. By the way, we do get a discount, the Tribe discount. Take a look. I'll put the link down in the description. I do not get a kickback from that, nor will I accept anything. But anyway, here's what you get. They are stainless steel. They are sandwiched metal handles, so not bad. There are no sharp edges or anything, but you'll have to spend some time with some sandpaper. So it's got some square edges there. Just spend some time with sandpaper, round all that stuff off, and it'll be perfectly functional. Pretty nice. They're 25 thousandths of an inch, which is 0.64 millimeter in thickness. You get 2 tension wrenches. They're both the medium width. One has a twist in it and the other doesn't. This is the most common width that you'll use, particularly for beginners. You're going to get a ball pick, so you can pick wafer locks. You get an L rake or a city rake. Like to take a look at these guys. Again, you can see it needs a little work. These were punched out. They are mass produced, but with a little bit, maybe 20 minutes of work with some 400 grit sandpaper, you can round all those off. You get a half diamond. This is good for raking as well as single pin picking, and you can also use it on wafer lock sometimes. The rake that you get is the S rake or snake rake. So they're not bad. They're not bad at all. It's a nice little kit. And then I think all of the Southord kits come with one of these, little extractor. This one is just as sharp, just as nice as any of the others. For some reason, this one does not have a metal handle. Maybe because you just don't use it very often, but anyway, no metal handle. That's the only one. All the rest of these other 5 do have it. And then, of course, everything comes in this leather little case. Not bad, snap hold. All right, so that's not really better than the Kronos. So beginners always complain I never show you what the picks are for. And this really is for a beginner kit. This is one of the first ones that you're going to get. Fairly priced, good material, fairly durable. You're going to need some other stuff to go along with this, though, and that's where the bonus comes in. You're going to get something that was donated, by the way, by Lockpick Shop called the YouTube Practice Kit. It's absolutely for beginners. You get a little stand. You get a bunch of these extra locks. I'll show you all that stuff in a minute. But first, let's talk about how to use a couple of these picks. When you get one of these, the locks generally have 5 pins in them. And they're going to be pinned differently, different levels of difficulty. This one's not too bad. You got a low with some highs, but you notice how that's stair-stepped fairly evenly? That would be an excellent candidate for raking. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do 2 rakes on this one. Let's grab, first of all, a tension wrench. Let me pull that key out of there temporarily. We'll get to him in a minute. Put the tensioner in. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the snake rake with the hump pointing up, slide him in there. And this is where you're going to learn about tensioning. If nothing else, raking will teach you tensioning. Very light tension. If you're really pushed down hard on it like that, then you're going to hit those pins and they're not going to do anything because you've got them seized in. Just very light tension and then just kind of rake along. And of course it probably won't work because the camera's on. There we go. That's how easy it is to use a snake rake on a 5-pin lock. These are all standard pins, by the way. All right, let's leave that tensioner and then let's try something else. Because it's kind of gentle in terms of the stair stepping, nothing too dramatic there. Let's go ahead and try to use the city rake or L rake. So again, you just slide that guy in there. This, by the way, has mounting holes on it. There's one right there, and there's one on the other side. You normally tie this down to a bench, but I don't want to do that today. All right, so the way I use the city rake, slide him in there, and then, again, apply very light tension. And this one, you don't slide him in and out like that. Just rock him up and down very gently while keeping light tension, and you can generally rock standard pins in place very quickly. Let's take a look at another lock. First of all, here's what the pin on this one, or the key on this one, looks like. You notice that's not a gentle slope. In fact, that's pretty radical. A lot of low cuts, high cut, low cut, high cut, low cut. So raking is probably not going to be very successful on this one. This one is going to require probably single pin picking. So you've got a bunch of locks like this in this kit. So you're going to need to single pin pick, grab your short hook, this guy, and your tensioner. He fell out on us. I'll just slide him back in there. Slide him in. Now we're going to apply moderate tension, and then you're going to look for a binder. Now this one will definitely build on your tensioning skills. So there's one, pin 2, and you just keep looking for another binder. There's one, pin 5. Got a little click on him. Look for the next one. Where are you? You're hiding in there. There you are, pin 4. Got to click on him, and there we go. So it takes a little more time, but by single pin picking, you can pick those locks that you can't rake. I always try to rake them first, and if that doesn't work, then I'll grab one of my hooks and see about getting into him. All right, so what do you get? Well, you get this cool stand. Let me zoom back out. You notice we have a couple of 5s telling you that these are pinned up with 5 pins. You slide them into the holder. Very cool. I've done a review on this before. Tighten up on the Teflon screw, and he's not going anywhere while you work on it. Pretty cool stand, very durable. Nothing's going to be sliding around. Just get it tied down. If you don't want to tie it down, it comes with Velcro inside a kit. You can use that instead. You get those 2 locks, and you get a whole bag, different locks. You get it for different keyways. These are Schlage keyways. You got 3 of those. Those are also pinned up, 5 each, all standard pins, different levels of difficulty, and this is the 3rd quick set. So you get all of that. And also inside of the kit, let me see what we got here. You get some instructions, you get the MIT guide for lockpicking in a PDF format, and then you get something else. You get a C1500 kit. This has everything that you're going to have in this kit, except these are 22 thousandths of an inch, and you get a lot more picks. Same type of handles and everything, but slimmer so you can fit them into tighter keyways like those Schlages. So you got that to work with. Learn on this kit, bend it, break it, whatever you got to do, then you be able to move into the C1500. All right, those are only standard pins and all those. To keep you advancing, I'm going to throw in also one of these kits from Sparrow. This is called Reload Kit. You get a bunch of rekeys, different levels of difficulty for the Schlage keyway. And if I got it here somewhere, you get a bag full of security pins. So when you get tired of learning on standard pins, you can start putting in some serrated, some spools, and this even has some mushrooms in there. You get a little nylon follower, and then the miniature pinning mats to help you put all this together to keep learning. This is summer, guys. School is out. Now's the time to learn a great new skill. So if you win this, next Saturday we'll have a drawing. You're going to be well on your way to becoming an advanced level lockpicker before the summer's over. Anyway, thanks for your time. Stay safe. Stay legal.